So for practice with the township region section, it's a good idea to start first with the Three Sisters map, because you can see the grid systems. This is a 15-minute topographic series, so 15 minutes in longitude and latitude. And you'll see that the township and range sections do not cover the entire map. And part of this is because the area was so rugged that the surveying was not done originally in this section. So let's start with the bottom half of the map. And I'm going to see if I can zoom in here easily. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. So if I go to the south east corner of the map, I can see that there is an township 18 south line right here. And so all that we're seeing is a few pieces of the township 18 south. 17 south is above, and that has not been gridded. So if we go over to the go west a little bit, I can see that this number 6 that has the word creek in it is range 7 east. So this square, if I can draw on this thing, maybe that square down to this square. I don't think that works very well, actually. Ooh, let's see if I can do that. Nope, won't let me highlight. Bummer. I need like a writing utensil for this. Anyway, so Lancelot Lake is in section 1 of Township 18 South and Range 7 East of the Willamette Meridian. So I'd like you to pause or think about this. Burnt Top. So give me the location for Burnt Top. Okay, if you said section 3, Township 18 South, 17 or Range 7 East of the Willamette Meridian, you would be correct. So let's try another one over here at Caustic Butte. So take a minute, figure out which section it's in, which township and which range. Okay, so you should have had section 8, Township 18 South, but the range has changed. We're now in range 8 East. And you'll notice the township and range lines are heavier red dash and the section lines are a lighter red dash. So why don't you give me the quarter section for Devil's Lake right here. Now you can't see the whole section 10, but I think you can still extrapolate what would the first quarter section be. Okay, so it would be the northwest 1/4 of section 10, Township 18 South, Range 8 East. And if I wanted you to give me the location of the road, well, maybe that's too difficult to identify which road I mean. So let's go to well, let's go to Burnt Top over here. So I don't know if you can follow this silly cursor. So give me the quarter section for Burnt Top. So that should be the southeast 1/4 of the southeast 1/4 of Section 3, Township 18 South, Range 7 East, Willamette Meridian. And I would probably ask you to give me the UTM location for maybe the area near Caustic Butte. And so it would be a really good thing to review the UTM coordinates. So if I'm looking right above the 44-degree latitude line, I've got, let's see, 4,873,000 meters north. This is 4,874,000 meters north. This tick mark right there, the blue one, is 4,875,000 meters north. And so I would have to come down to my little kilometer ruler and figure out, that's probably maybe 300 meters less than that. So it might be 4,874,700 meters north. I would just subtract the difference there. And then my easting, so if this blue tick mark, I don't know if you can see it very well right here, is 590,000 meters east, I would just add whatever 100 kilometers, maybe 500 more kilometers would give me the intersection of these two places. So it might be 599,000, maybe 400 meters east. And then if I wanted to check myself, I could open up Google Earth. So I could type in Caustic Butte. I could put in a place mark. I could change this to UTM. Oh, would that go for Starville again? Okay, and then I'm going to move this out of the way. So it says 487,300 meters east. So I said, 457,300. 47. I wonder if I have a different butte. That's not working. Okay, hold on a sec. There are two of them. So, okay, so there is that road in Devil's Lake. There's Talapas Butte, and this butte is directly south about a mile. So I'm going to just, let's see, let's take a measure a mile on here. So it's probably this feature right here. So I'm just going to place mark that. Okay. All right, so now let's see if I'm even close. God, that was a little scary. Okay. So now I've got a place mark similar to here, and I said my northing 4875, and I said 48754. So they subtracted that. And then this was, so the point for the butte, I could not see the blue, the mark, and so it's actually here. So that's one way to check. So let's do it with Tapas Butte, because that would be way easier because it's actually on the map. So I would say that Talapas Butte is 4,875,000, and I'm going to say 300 meters north. And then I can't really see on this one where that 1,000-kilometer ruler is. So I'm actually going to just do it with paper here. There's 500. So Talapis Butte is going to be 500 more. And then this one, oh, okay, so that is the line there. So I'm going subtracting 498. Okay, 498, 400. All right, so now what this looks like is almost near the 21, the 121, there is a meter UTM line. And so I'm counting up. So I'm going to start at the line near the 5, which is 5,598,000. And so then I'm going to add up from that. Okay, so, see, I showed you this was easy, right? Ha ha. Okay, so there's that. Yeah. 5933 on the east. Yeah. And then 4875. Okay. So some differences, but it gives you an idea if you're even in the ballpark looking at that. And you could do the same thing with latitude and longitude if you wanted to practice latitude and longitude on here. Here you can see that it shows 5 minutes in latitude and longitude and 5 minutes on the bottom axis and longitude. So it's a good thing to practice with your township range and section. Now when you open up the Eugene, where did that one go? The Eugene East map. Hold on a second. This map is a little more difficult, partially because there's so many donation land claims in the mix. But again, you can see that, let's see, yeah, let's keep moving in here. If I go to the bottom part of the map, I can see where the 17 south and 18 south are divided. And if I move over to the right-hand side of the map, I see that on the east side as well. So everything north of 2.5 minutes basically is in 17 south. And then we looked at those range lines. Let's move over here. Okay, so range 4 west is from this line to the west. Range 3 west is in this section. So the majority of the map in the north and the east section is in range 3 west and in township 17 south. So and here is the first section of that township and section. So here's section 1, township 17 south, range 3 east. So what I would like you to do is give me the location of Spores Point, just using section, township, and range. So if you said section 3, township 17 south, range 3 west, you would be correct. So let's look at that a little closer. And give me the quarter section for Spores Point. So hopefully you said the southwest 1/4 of section 3, township 17 south, range 3 west. I forgot to say the Willamette Meridian. Nice. So you can do that pretty easily. I think what gets really tricky is trying to figure out some of these, because the road lines and the topo lines really kind of cloud over some of these older. So I won't ask you on an exam any of these really difficult ones where you can't identify the line very well. But look at section 61. That's pretty easy to see that. So I might say, you know, in section 61, which describe the location of the river. So you could say something like, boy, the south half of Section 61, Township 17 South, Range 3 West, Willamette Meridian. Okay, so practice that. There are a couple websites I think I gave you a couple weeks ago where if you put in latitude and longitude, it will give you township, range, and section and UTM. So there's another way that you can practice reading a topo map and then checking yourself to see how accurate you have that.